Hey everybody, it's Madeline McCrae, creator of Fast Track Sales Systems, here with you for a quick video about the top 3 mistakes that people make when setting goals. Now these mistakes are really common, so don't worry if you're doing them, it's easy to fix them. And also they're really tempting to do because they feel like you're just on target. So let's talk about them briefly so that we can help you avoid those pitfalls and actually make goals that you consistently hit. So mistake number 1 is that people set goals that are really just a vague desire. A desire to improve something, a desire to change something, a new state that they wish that they were in. And that, my friends, is not a goal. That is just a desire. So to call it a goal is a disservice to you because then you're not getting where you want to go with intentionality and direction and focus, because where is that end point? How can you get there if you don't know what get there actually looks like? So a vague goal would sound something like, I want to grow my business. Now that's a noble thing and that's a great desire and it's a perfect starting place. But you have to take that desire and make it specific and then measurable in order for it to count as a goal. So a vague desire is not a goal. Don't set vague desires as goals and then beat yourself up when you don't get there, right? If you want to grow your business, if you want to lose weight, if you want to hire people, make it specific to what you want to do. I want to grow my business to be a 7-figure business. I want to grow my business to $500,000. I want to grow my business to 10 million. It doesn't matter what that end state is for you. Just make it something that is concrete and specific so you can check it off when you get there. That's mistake number 1. Now, mistake number 2 is one that is very culturally prevalent. It's something that our ADHD society with a zillion things going on is going to advocate for all of the time, and it feels really foreign to do the opposite. Okay, so that's just a disclaimer. But mistake number 2 is setting too many goals at once. We get really tempted to set 10, 15, 20 goals and have a billion things going on in our lives, and we feel like, yeah, I'm doing it, I'm getting there. But that is actually exhausting and highly, highly counterproductive. So if you think of your life as a room with a bunch of open doors, let's say 20 open doors, that's how many goals you set, and you are told that it's time for you to move out of this room into another room, which door do you choose? When you have too many things you're trying to focus on at once, there's no litmus test for you to decide which is a good one, which is not a good one. Just because it's a great door doesn't mean it's a great door to go through right now. So when you set fewer goals, and I'll be so bold as to say when you set one big goal, it's really easy to decide which door is the best door for you at this moment. Because every time we accomplish something, every time we do something, every time we reach further, do more, our vantage point changes, our normal changes, and the door choice might shift, right? So we need to be able to make in-the-moment decisions with the place that we're in now, with where we're going towards, right? So setting too many goals is a really tempting mistake that so many people make. And then they don't hit any of them, and they feel like a failure. Is that you? It's been me. It's been me many times. So now I set a clear and specific goal. That's my overarching goal. And then I chunk it down into manageable steps so I know that I can get there. Okay, so that's mistake number 2, setting too many goals at once. Mistake number 3 is really something that usually people do in the beginning of a year. Bill Gates has a beautiful quote that he says, people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10. Right? So in order to avoid that mistake, we have to set the right type of a goal that pulls us forward, that feels like a challenge, that helps us get to where we want to go, and it's exciting, but that's not so far-fetched that we lose faith in ourselves. And that's going to take us 25 years to get there, and we don't have any other goals in the meantime, and we don't celebrate any incremental success towards that goal. Right? So mistake number 3 is setting goals that are far too high or goals that are far too low. Right? Both things disempower us. When they're too high, we lose faith in ourselves. We believe that we can't get there because it's just taking too long and we don't have any evidence of success. So you need to chunk that big goal down to something smaller. If you haven't sold $1 single worth of product in your business and your dream is to have a $10 million business, well, maybe getting to your first 100 grand would be a great goal for year number 1 or for quarter number 1 or quarter number 2, depending on your product line and your process, right? So set a goal that you know you can get to with a stretch. You're going to be challenged because everything that got you to where you are now is not what it's going to take to where you want to grow. So you're going to be stretched, and be prepared for those challenges, right? It's evidence that you're on the right path when you're getting challenged to grow in the direction of where you want to go. But setting goals that are too easy and that we can just get by showing up, it's not going to motivate us either. A goal is something that needs to give us the momentum and the desire to get up in the morning on a wet, cold, rainy day and to make stuff happen, right? So setting goals that are too high or too low is mistake number 3 that prevents people from getting from where they are to where they actually want to be. So just a quick recap, those top 3 mistakes of goal setting that people make all the time, and if it's you, don't worry, now you know and you can choose something new, is that they set goals that are far too vague, just a vague desire that they label a goal, that they set too many goals and get pulled in a zillion different directions, are depleted of all their energy and get nowhere, and then set too high or too low of goals so that they're either demotivated or completely deflated and can't get to where they want to go because they feel like a failure. So those are my top 3 mistakes that people make when they're setting goals. Now you know, and you can avoid them. And if you're ready to get your business and your life on a better track of goals, then click the link below and get access to my free goals training that will help you to think through a simple process of how you can set goals that you actually reach in your business and your life. So I'll see you in another video very soon. Thanks, everybody. Madeline out. Bye.